Hi, lovelies. It's Ariel. Welcome to Maven Unmasked. This is part two of the House of the Soul spread video. The last time we talked about the chimney and what we needed to release. The card was the devil, letting go of addictions, anything that is no longer serving you, any indulgences you may have, overspending, overeating, addictions, that kind of thing. Today, we are going to talk about the basement. We have to start at the lower levels before we can work our way up through the house. So let's just take a look. So your cards for the basement, they would go long ways. The basement is all about things that are in the dark that need to be brought to light. Things that you've been keeping in the back of your memory. I mean, think about the basement in your own house. Basements are kind of dark and kind of creepy. Things that we keep to the shadows, shadow side stuff. Things that we don't like to talk about. Things that are harming our foundation a little bit. Before we can go on into 2016, we have to finish with some of our foundational work that we may not have completed in 2015. So this particular position, when I drew the cards, I received the Seven of Swords. That's the Shadowscapes Tarot version by Stephanie Puimun La. I hope I'm saying that right. I love this deck. Here is the classic Rider-Waite-Smith image, for those who are more familiar with that. So I thought it was interesting that this card was in the basement position of the house. As to me, the Seven of Swords, it speaks a lot about trust or mistrust. And since the basement is all about things that we are trying to avoid, things that need to be brought to light that have been kept in the dark, where this year have you lost trust? Where this year do you need to gain trust? Where in 2016 would you like to gain trust? This card, to me, speaks of jealousy. It can speak of betrayal, of those kinds of thoughts and envy. I mean, this card, sorry. He's sneaking away from the tent, from the camp, with all of these swords in his hand. He's sneaky. The basement has this sneaky feeling, this theme to it. Just I think as basements can kind of be creepy in general, things that go bump in the dark. But where are you lacking trust? Do you feel like somebody is out to get you? What has not been communicated that needs to be communicated to build that trust? You can't lack trust in a strong relationship. It is part of the foundation. And I think that's why it's so relevant that this card is in the basement position, the foundation. Trust is the foundation. Build a strong foundation in 2016. Have faith. You know, I know trust is a hard thing to deal with. A lot of times you may not even trust yourself, but you have to be confident. You have to trust your intuition and know you're making the right decisions for you. Not having trust in a relationship is very frustrating and very taxing, and is often, or most times, the destruction of that relationship. I think this card has to do with standing in your power and speaking your personal truth, which is all throat chakra stuff. A lack of communication. And when those things are going on, your throat chakra will be blocked up. You'll feel like you can't speak, or there's something you want to say, you want to give your opinion, but you can't because you're worried about what the other person may think. Some good things to do to work on the throat chakra. You can imagine your throat bathed in beautiful blue light. You can also imagine, the water from the ocean going over your throat. I like to do that one. It's very soothing. I tend to struggle with my throat chakra quite a bit sometimes. You can also use stones for your throat chakra. Sodalite is a good throat chakra stone. Lapis lazuli you can use for your throat chakra. That's also a good third eye chakra stone. Apatite, I believe you can use for your throat chakra as well. There's many out there. Go to the Google. um, and you can also just meditate on that. Even if it just means speaking your own truth, if it means saying no to somebody, if it means giving your honest opinion, maybe you don't do that a lot. And that's something that you may want to work on. It'll take you further, it'll make you happier because at least there was no, well, what if I had said? You said it, and now you know. That's the best thing. You have to speak the truth. The truth will set you free, and it builds the foundation for the rest of the house. Um, and today I remembered who it's hot to light the beautiful pumpkin pecan waffle candle. Yay! Stay tuned. We will be moving up through the rest of the house. The next part of the house we're going to talk about is the kitchen. But again, this was the basement. We released things that we needed to let go of that were no longer serving us, bad habits, bad tendencies, the devil in the chimney. Now we need to stand in our truth and speak our truth. Let our truth build a solid foundation for the rest of our relationships and ourselves to be built on. And then we're going to move and see what's cooking in the kitchen. I'm Ariel, and this is Maven Unmasked. Until next time, love you, lovelies. See you later.